guys, so I'm back with another video. Yay, party's here. Just kidding. And today's topic is stop taking yourself lightly. Who am I talking to? Stop taking yourself lightly. This is a topic that has been on my spirit, and I've been saying this a lot lately. Like, stop playing with yourself. Stop undervaluing yourself. Oftentimes we undervalue ourselves, and that's rooted in trauma. It could be childhood trauma, relationship trauma, school trauma, whatever. Whether it was like bullying, whether you have like daddy issues, mommy issues, you were in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, whatever it may be. A lot of times it's rooted in that, and we undervalue ourselves because we may not feel worthy sometimes. We may not feel like we're good enough. We may feel like inadequate or inferior, or we're undeserving of the things that we desire in life. And that's something that we really need to work on. And we have to start analyzing, like, where are these thoughts coming from? Like, why am I thinking this way? Why am I playing with myself? Why am I not doing the things that I know I'm capable of doing? Why am I not accomplishing the goals that I know I can accomplish if I just apply myself? Why? It's like we self-sabotage, and we feel like we're maybe not smart enough, maybe we're incapable of doing it, or just actually following through with certain things. Like me, for instance, I'll start something and I won't finish it. I'll start something and I will not finish it, or I'll be inconsistent. And now eventually when I see like, oh, I'm not getting the results that I want to get, like right then and there, I'll feel like giving up, because it's not happening as fast as I want it to happen. It's not happening on my time. When in that moment, I'm not realizing and I'm not understanding that my time is not God's time. God is an infinite God. He does not have a time limit on anything. But because we're so in a rush, and we're leaning on our own understanding, we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, we're trying to keep up with our schoolmates, our family, probably our siblings or whatever. We're trying to keep up with the people around us in society, social media, but we're not realizing that our timing is not God's timing. And He is a patient God. He just wants you to have patience and trust in Him. He just wants you to know that you actually believe that He can work things out in your favor. And He's always perfecting everything that concerns you behind the scenes. Like, this is something that we have to trust in Him. Trust and believe that He's working things out for your greater good. And I know it's easier said than done, but I can testify that God has literally aligned my steps whenever I would pray for something, like, and I mean earnestly, like pray for it, wholeheartedly pray for it. He would always align me in the right direction. And I would feel in moments like I wanted something in that moment, and He'd be like, nope, that's not what I have for you. I have better for you. I have bigger for you. I have something that's more convenient for you. So we have to trust that. We have to just continue to trust the process and analyze where these negative feelings come from when it comes to us dimming our own light. We dim our own light. But why are you doing that? Why are you dimming your own light? Is it that you don't believe in yourself? Is it that you don't feel good enough? Is it that you're scared of your own potential? Is it that you're thinking subconsciously like, okay, wow, what if I take this step and I actually make it and I succeed in this? Then what? What if I launch this business and I start getting overwhelmed with all of the people that's actually ordering from me and I can't handle it? Is it that? Because like I said, we self-sabotage a lot of times, But we have to stop doing that. We have to stop taking ourselves lightly. One point that I do want to say, how I view it, take this and use this as an example, is treat yourself like a newborn baby. Treat yourself like a newborn baby. And what I mean is, say for instance, and I know this might sound a little bit crazy, but just kind of open your mind to this and ask yourself, how would I treat myself if I gave birth to myself? Would I protect myself? Would I be gentle with myself? Would I be kind to myself? Would I speak positivity to myself? Would I love myself? Would I cherish myself? Would I value myself? Would I feed myself? Would I make sure I'm comfortable and clothe myself? Keep myself warm, wrap myself up in a blanket? You get where I'm going with this. You get where I'm going with it. If you could go back in time and you had the opportunity to mentor yourself, what would you tell yourself? How would you be there for that little girl? How would you be there for that child? How would you be there for yourself as a child? And we have to look at it like that. We have to look at it like that. Because when it comes to babies, like, you're going to protect a baby at all costs, even if it's not your baby. Like, because babies are just so precious and so innocent, so it's like you want to protect this baby at all costs. You want to make sure you're feeding it, clothing it, changing its diaper. You want to make sure you are taking care of this baby, because this baby is depending on you for its growth. This baby is depending on you to flourish. This baby's life depends on the way that you treat it. So you have to look at it like that. Your growth depends on you and how you feed yourself. How you feed yourself spiritually, how you feed yourself mentally, how you feed yourself physically. Like, are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking the initiative to exercise, to go to the gym, to eat healthier, to read, to listen to, even if you don't like reading, listen to audiobooks, listen to inspirational videos, listen to personal development videos. Like, what are you doing in your spare time? Are you feeding yourself? Are you working on yourself from top to bottom? Your mind, your spirit, your body. Are you constantly in a state of progression? Because if not, you're going to remain stagnant, and it's going to be harder for you to progress in life because you're not doing the work. You're not doing the work. You have to do the work, and it is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. And that's the main reason why a lot of people don't want to do the work, because they have to get down to those root issues, that family trauma, those generational curses. They got to get to the root of those issues. And getting down to the root of those issues is looking at yourself and taking accountability for what you've done in your life, and the bad decisions that you've made, the bad habits that were passed down to you and that you've continued to act on. When you become an adult, you're responsible for yourself at the end of the day. You can't blame mommy and daddy no more. You can't blame your grandparents anymore. You're fully responsible of yourself. And if you know that you had family trauma, or some things that you learned that you need to unlearn, it's your responsibility to work on that. It's your responsibility to do the work. So stop taking yourself lightly. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Treat yourself the way that you want others to treat you. Set the standard. Set the tone for how you want people to treat you. Because people are only going to treat you the way that you treat you. So if you out here not treating yourself right, not taking care of yourself, looking any kind of way when you leave the house, and I'm not saying you got to be glammed up every time you leave the house and every time you go to if you're just making a store run or going to get some gas, but put yourself together, because you never know who you're going to run into. You never know who you're going to see out in public. So at least be looking half decent, because you just never know. Treat yourself how you want others to treat you. Set the tone. Set the example. Set the example for your children. Set the example for your family. And they may just follow in your footsteps. And once they see how much you've changed and how much you've grown, and actually see that it's working for you, then they're going to be like, dang, like, let me see what she got going on. Let me get some of that. That's how you break those generational curses. That's what you do. You set the example and you lead the way. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope this message resonated with someone. I hope this seeped into your spirit, and that this actually helps you to take the initiative to do the work and to change and to grow, better yourself, work on your personal development. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So don't think it's going to happen overnight, because it's not. It's a journey. You're on your own journey. So stay in your lane and you will be okay. Things will work out in your favor. Just trust the process. And I pray that God grants you his gentle grace and continues to cover you. May you take up as much space as you need to in order to fulfill God's purpose in your life. Until next time, you guys, I will see you on the next video.